Hi there YouTube, Extreme Trains here. In this video we're taking a look at another one of the engines that's new in the 2022 Thomas Wooden Railway line. Both of the two following reviews are going to be a bit controversial based on the character choices that's inside. But personally, I'm really excited to take a look at Rebecca. I think she was really interesting. I think actually her character was like fine. But you know, is that going to get me cancelled? Who knows? But I really liked her design. I thought she was a really interesting design for a locomotive to come into the show. So I'm really excited to take a look at a Thomas Wood model. What are you waiting for? Let's do it. Okay, let's take a quick look at Rebecca's box. Mine has a cut on it because I did that thing where you cut open the big packaging and it accidentally cuts through the box. So that yours should not have that cut on there. Again, you know, nice picture on the front, standard for all the other ones. Noting though that again, we don't have the actual other translated names on here. Maybe she doesn't have translated names. Who knows? Again, yeah, we can see all of this here. We've got this on the back, and again, I think we've got the perforations, so I'm thinking there's going to be another one of those brochures inside, but let's open her up and find out. Alright, it looks like that, yes, Rebecca also includes, or at least my copy does, another one of the little brochures that came with Hero. So that is a little bit interesting to see. So, let's now take a look at Rebecca. We'll do the quick spin around. Again, the heft of these items, I'm still quite surprised. I'm just not used to handling wooden toys, Thomas toys that are this big and this, you know, chunky. So, firstly, we come to the face. I think this is a good Rebecca face in its surprise. I think her eyes are maybe slightly too big. But overall, I think it's a good face. You know, whether you like the fact that it's a surprise face or not is going to be up to you. I personally think this is good. Rebecca is quite surprised and shocked in the show, so I think this actually works out quite well for her. Again, though, what I think really goes the extra mile here is the extra details we get here along her buffers. So we get her little lamps separate from her buffers, and also we get the little painted bit for the lamp above her head. So that's really nice. Again, we take a look, you can see we've got this whole part at the front here is the plastic bit, and you can see we've got the nice detailing with her name there, and the rivets all along the side, the really nice stripe, as well as the white stripe along here looks really good. We've got these dots here. Obviously the angles of her body, it's not quite right, like, you know, it should really kind of be on a more of a slope, but I think it captures her look well enough, I think, especially the way they've kind of managed to get the cab to come out on an angle. That's really nice. I quite like that. And they even managed to print on the angle here for the cab window, so that is good. Coming around to the top, again, more detail than I think probably needed to be on here, and that looks quite nice, although it looks like the cab is wasn't quite printed straight. As you can see, there's the gap up the top here between the yellow and the blue is smaller than the gap on this side, so it's kind of printed a bit on an angle, but anyway, it is what it is. Turn on to the other side, again, very much the same thing. We've got, interestingly here, these kind of like white smoky stripes. I think they're on Kenji too, and they're meant to be like fast. So the engine looks like she's going really quickly, but I don't know, that's a weird choice to me. You think you would be consistent with all the steam engines just having the firebox glow, so I don't know why they've done that. In terms of a wheelbase, she's a really interesting combination because she's actually got, again, a different type of wheels at the front here, which have got that kind of plastic indentedness in them, which is interesting. And then she's got the same printing that's on Hero's wheels for her wheels at the back, which I think look really good. I really quite like that, but I do think compared to the other items, her front wheels look a little bit plain, because these ones are printed and these ones aren't. Even if it was just that they had filled in with black, I'm trying to get to focus here. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. Even if they filled in these ridges, I think that would have been nice because it just feels like a little bit unfinished compared to the other wheels when you look at it like that. But, you know, anyway, turn around to the side, we can see Rebecca. You can also see, because she's got this the yellow wood, how much of the inside of her is actually plastic, which I think is fascinating. So you can see there's two big blocks of plastic essentially inside her. I assume this maybe connects to that piece here, but then I don't know why there's such a big plastic piece here. That doesn't seem necessary, but I mean, again, for an item that's meant to be wood, that's a little bit concerning, and I assume all the other engines also have this much plastic in them. I just haven't been able to see it very well when they have had black on the bottom. So anyway, there you go. That's what Rebecca's engine section looks like. We come to her tender. Again, I think the bottom half is letting the team down. Firstly, as a lot of people have talked about, given that she also has quite a few axles on her tender, it's kind of weird that they've just decided to only give her 2 axles on there, unlike Gordon or Hero who have 3. Yeah, that's a weird choice to me. I think they just did it because they wanted her tender to look different. But I think it looks too long with the extra wheel, with that wheel missing. There's just a big gap there, and that to me looks a little bit funny. Especially, and again, I think when you look at it like this, you can see how weird it looks that their front wheels and the tender wheels don't have any printing on them, but these 3 wheels do, whereas all the other engines so far that we've looked at have had printing on every single one of their wheels. So yeah, some weird stuff going on there, which is disappointing because I think above the chassis block, the tender looks great. I love the stripes. They look really nice. I love the fact we've got the plastic coal insert here, and also these little tanks are also a separate plastic piece. That looks really good. Very crisp, very bright. So I really like that. And you come and you put them together, and I think, you know, broadly, she looks really, really nice. It's just, yeah, those wheels to me are just a strange decision. So again, you can see if we compare her up to the recently reviewed Hero and we line them up, yep, buffer to buffer, you'll see that they're exactly the same length because they use the same chassis piece. Yes, they are the same length, and you can see then again that the printing on those driving wheels is exactly the same. Why we couldn't have got a repeat of this though on these, I don't know. Very strange. So overall, I think Rebecca is a pretty good looking Thomas Wood item. I know a lot of people don't like Rebecca. She's certainly not my favorite, and I think that just comes down to the choices that have been made about the wheels. I think everything above the wheels looks really good, including that surprise face. In terms of a cost, she was the same as Hero. I ordered her in the same order as I did with Hero, so it was about 30 Australian dollars, including shipping. But obviously, you know, that is hard to find at the moment, given everything that's going on and given how hard these engines are to find and the weird distribution that's going on. I don't understand how they've been distributed by Mattel, because the waves are all mixed in together, and I don't know. I'm used to Transformers distribution where, you know, in a box of each, like in a box of Transformers that are sent to a shop, there's like 3 of each character in the box. These guys, it almost seems like they're getting shipped in boxes of just specific engines, like just boxes of Thomas and just boxes of Percy, but I really don't know what's going on there. So yeah, trying to find these is difficult. But if you can, I think that this is another one that is quite nice. I did quite like the Thomas Wood Rebecca for what it's worth, but this is definitely, without a doubt, a massive improvement. So if you're even wanting to collect her and have a model that works with your, you know, version 1 original Thomas Wooden Railway, I think this will match much better those original Thomas Railway items versus the Thomas Wood item. So anyway, that's enough from me. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. That's all we got time for. This is Stream Trains.